Ever since millions of cubic meters of toxic wastewater and sludge burst from the Mount Polley mine's tailings pond, people have been worried. Worried about conflicting reports about the scope of the spill and what's being done to clean up the mess. For the Klabona Keepers of the Tahltan Nation, they have concerns about Imperial Metals' new Red Chris mine. It has the same tailings pond design as Mount Polley, and the mine is located just 18 kilometers away from one of the Tahltan's villages.
They can't just walk away from a disaster and then open another mine in someone else's territory.
Joe Foy of the Wilderness Committee says he supports the Klabona Keepers and what they are standing up for.
I get why there's a blockade up there right now. People need to know that the very basics of our life is protected. And after Mount Polley, that's shaken people to their very core.
On September the 29th, the Klabona Keepers set up a blockade outside of the Red Chris mine. Yesterday, the company went to court. They wanted a permanent injunction allowing the RCMP to arrest the blockaders. They got a temporary injunction order instead. The judge delayed the enforcement order until October the 14th. If they do not remove the blockade once the order is set into motion, they could be facing contempt of court. But, as Rhoda Kwok explains, it was a victory for them as well.
They didn't count on that we had people down there that would go in and stand up for us. And to even have the court move it to terrace, grant our wish and move it to terrace, is a big win.
Recently, up at the blockade, elders had a confrontation with executives from Imperial Metals.
You want to have some water?
I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys tomorrow, but not today.
This is Mount Polley's water. Could you have a drink on me?
Not today, thanks.
This is the second time the Klabona Keepers have blockaded Red Chris in the last few months. The last blockade was taken down after the company agreed to an independent review. However, after hearing from those directly affected by Mount Polley, the blockade was set up again.
I believe that they'll have experts going in. The question is, how the heck did Mount Polley happen under this company's watch?
The case will now be heard in a courtroom in Terrace, BC, where the Klabona Keepers hope to organize a large group of the Tahltan Nation members to support their concerns. Tina House, APTN National News, Vancouver.